17 years old, and in the future I plan to pursue journalism, law, and history. Now, what if I said, hi, my name is Sophie Will, and I'm 17 years old, and I like journalism and history and law, and I'm so excited to be here today. Not only is that frustrating and quite annoying, I don't think you heard any other words that I said other than like. So why is this such a fundamental problem in our society, especially in our youth society? Well, let's first look at the definition of the word like. Like in its purest sense means admired or that you support something. Think about how many times your friend has posted that their cat died on Facebook, and you click the like button to show support, but you kind of wonder in the back of their mind, do they think that I like that their cat died? This lack of communication and clear, concise feelings towards what we are posting on social media is one of the biggest problems in our society, especially in our communication. In our communications, like means similar to. Here is an example. If I wanted to say, as my goal, my favorite book is Harry Potter, but I say my favorite book is like Harry Potter, a foreigner trying to understand me, who's just starting to learn English, is going to say, okay, what's like a book? A magazine is like a book. Okay, and what is like Harry Potter? Well, Lord of the Rings is like Harry Potter. There's a tall guy with a beard and magic and fantasy and all that. So you're trying to tell me that your favorite magazine is Lord of the Rings, right? No, that is not at all what you were trying to say. So why is this such a problem? Why are we telling people that we like our favorite magazine is Lord of the Rings instead of Harry Potter? Why can't we just communicate? Here's the answer. We don't know how. And that's kind of a lofty sentence to say, but we don't know how because of one thing: technology. We have grown up as my generation, the millennial generation, with technology always in our face, so we don't have to practice soft skills. When you don't practice tone of voice, eye contact, body language, you lose it. And you can sit in your bed in your pajamas when you're sick and answer an email, and all you have to worry about is the words that you say. We're also lacking communication because of this overload of just information everywhere, all the time. And humans are inherently afraid of 4 things. Number 1 is being wrong. Number 2 is being misunderstood. Number 3 is being outdated. And number 4 is being offensive. And this is a new thing for our generation, and I'm sure you've seen it, especially in the last couple weeks, months, and years, where on your social media platforms and in your daily conversations, people are holding back what they actually think and what they actually mean in order to cater to other people's opinions. And this is a problem. But why are we doing this? It was never this way before. People said what they meant, and people meant it. This is why. I've developed this cycle of human communications, and it starts with your primary belief. Your primary belief is what is taught to you by your parents, your community, your country, your culture, your state. But the first change is this first inquiry, this first reaction to something, this first interaction with another person of another belief. And you start to question your primary belief. The millennial generation is the best scholars ever in history because of this abundant information that is available to us. And so we study it out. We ask questions. And this is the key part, is this next part that is next, which is we ask the opinions of others. Will you reaffirm my opinion about this, please? Will you agree with me? Will you disagree with me? And this is where we get caught, and we can go in 2 ways. Before, when you asked others, you would ask your parents. You would ask your community, because that is as far as that you could reach with the communication tools that were available to you. But now, you can send out a tweet saying, I think chicken noodle soup is the best soup in the world, And there's going to be someone from across the world that's going to tweet you back and say, no, that's not it at all. And now we're stuck in this conflict. And you question yourself, are you wrong? Are you outdated? Was I misunderstood? And people are not saying what they actually mean. So we have a problem. We lack our soft skills. This lack of soft skills encourage conflict because we're not saying what we need to say, and so people are trying to figure out what you're trying to say instead of actually listening to you. And there is no confidence. Our generation has the least amount of confidence that we have ever seen because we do not believe what we are saying because we're afraid. So if we don't change this, let's say that we continue saying like every other word. Let's say that we continue going round about what we actually mean. Not only will everything get lost in communication, but this loss of communication will lead to the non-resolution of all the world's problems. How are we going to solve the problems if we don't talk about it? And this is my biggest fear. If my generation goes to start teaching their children how to talk, and they're saying like every other word, they're eventually just going to say like as one word, and our generation, the next generation, is just going to speak a dialect of like and like and like and like and like and like and like. And no communication won't be there. Okay, maybe that's a stretch. But you know what I mean. It's a problem. But if we change it, if we say, let's say what we mean and mean what we say, there are many, many benefits that we can get from this. First of all, is we can resolve the world's problems. Maybe not all of them as that suggests, but most of them. We can have flourishing relationships that are healthy and happy. We can encourage world understanding and world cooperation. And we can use the full extent of language. There are so many other words that are better used than like, that will better describe what you're trying to say, that have been provided to us, and we're just ignoring them. We'll gain the soft skills that we're lacking, and we'll gain a better respect for not only the language, but for the people that we're talking to. Because if you're trying to understand when someone's talking to you, what they're saying, instead of actually listening to what they're saying, you're not listening to them at all. And all of this promotes world peace. If we eliminate the word like, say what we mean to say, and mean it. Not be afraid of being wrong or outdated, and actually make a difference in the world, then